Welcome to Five Voices, Five Mics, the podcast.
Hello, world. How's everybody this week? We have an exciting day going on here at Five Voices, Five Mics. We are super excited that you joined us again. Today, we have some good topics, but let me first introduce our cast. We have the beautiful DJ Shay in the building.
Good morning, everyone. How are y'all doing this morning? Hope you're having a lovely and fantabulous Friday.
Absolutely. And we have our beautiful nasty girl.
What is up, y'all? It is love time. It is love season.
Oh, yes, I forgot.
Love season. You know, that's my word. So I love season.
It is definitely love season. But what we want to start off talking about today is our healthcare industry. We want to talk about what we've seen in the experiences that we have had with our healthcare system. So me and Shay are going to talk about healthcare in the notion of being a hairstylist. So there's a lot of controversy about this. So we're going to talk to DJ Shay. She's going to tell us about some experiences that she's heard and she's went through with being a hairstylist and healthcare.
Okay, so for me with healthcare, being a hairstylist starting at age 19, there is none. So basically being self-employed as a hairstylist, you don't have health insurance. Unless you go to like a Visible Changes, Smart Style, Paul Mitchell, so forth and so on. They'll give you like a plan where you get dinner and eye care, if I'm not mistaken. And I think it's another one, not necessarily health. When you're self-employed and you pay boot rental, then you have to get a gold card, which if you stay in the Harris County area. Or if you stay in the Fort Bend area, you go through the Fort Bend system. Now, I would say I love the gold card because you get an opportunity to go to the doctors at Bentar. I love Bentar, to each his own. But I like Bentar because I think Bentar is a lot of the new students that's coming out of they doctoring, and I think they really is excited and probably about doing their different surgeries and stuff. So I think they take care of what's going on. I'm not knocking any of the other hospitals. I'm just talking about the experience.
People love Bentar.
Yeah.
If they say you get a gunshot wound, you better go to Bentar.
That's the best trauma hospital they got. Yeah.
I just think it's hands down, they save me. That's all I'm saying.
That's good.
Only thing is, like, since there's so many people that don't have health insurance that go to Bentar, if you need like a regular doctor's appointment, it might take like 3 months. So
that's within it. That ain't just.
Really?
That's the norm now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can't just get in no appointments no more.
Okay, so it's always been like that for me. So so wait for a doctor's appointment wouldn't be a problem for me. Because I'm used to it. I just think that I wish it was something that self-employed people can have better insurance. So now, fast forward, if you have two people that's together in a relationship and y'all both entrepreneurs, self-employed, that's when it goes bad.
Yeah.
Because now you got kids, and now, okay, so if they cutting out the Medicaid and so forth and so on, then you have to just try to figure out how to get your kid insured, right? And that can be hard. But then too, they got to go through the clinics. That's why they got a lot of the clinics out here in Houston and stuff like that, which are good too, because back in the days, like I say,
we have some amazing clinics.
We got some amazing clinics. So at a point that you learn so much about yourself and your body. I don't know what it is. That has been my experience throughout my life. I don't know if I ever really had a Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Well, that's what happened when you venture into entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
Like that's some things that they don't teach you. They don't teach us nothing. So you don't know these things when you're going to be a hairstylist or anything that's entrepreneur. You don't know. You got to pay for your own insurance.
Yes.
You know.
And if you don't have the money to do it, because like, I'm gonna give you one example. Like if you go for a hairstylist, if I'm gonna say have to go to just a regular hospital, based on income, I would probably have to pay $9,000 out of pocket.
Whoa.
And that's for real.
What?
$9,000 out of pocket.
For what?
Just go to the hospital.
For emergency.
For the emergency room.
Oh, they make you pay up front? They're not supposed to do that.
No, I don't know if they
That might be a bill.
But that's my bill.
Oh, the bill. I ain't paying that bill. I ain't paying no bill. And then I've learned with this insurance stuff, you know how you go to the emergency room, and then they have the little small set emergency room. They're cheaper than the regular emergency room. Get the same kind of service.
Yeah.
Really?
So like, and they have a lot of the same stuff.
Because I go through Methodist. So Methodist, you can go to their main emergency room, but they got the smaller urgent care emergency room.
Yeah, I found
where your
out.
copay is like $250.
Yeah,
you ain't paying $9,000. They getting the insurance up. I'd be like, what I'm paying insurance for? What am I paying for all insurance for? And I gotta still pay $1,000. Baby, I ain't paying none of them. The big hospital bills. I ain't paying none of that. I didn't pay none of that.
I don't know what person has to be honest.
I'm telling you, I've been having health care since I was born, because my parents had health care.
Okay.
The rich too. So
we had dental. We went to the dentist on the regular, went to the eye doctor on the regular, got our checkups on the regular. So I don't know how to function without. If I didn't need insurance, I wouldn't be working at the place. I would have quit my job a long time ago. I stay for the healthcare insurance.
Really?
So I got healthcare, especially after 2021, after I had the pulmonary embolism, and that was my first time ever having to deal with a emergency room in that type of situation. Situation, I had broke my ankle. I was in that cut the tip of my finger out. But in that situation, that was a life or death situation.
Yeah.
For the first time, I don't get sick like that. So like when I'm feeling bad. I'm walking in here slow, and I'm used to, I went to Southeast. Y'all know what I'm talking about, because they be talking bad about them. I'm just say Southeast. I ain't gonna say that name, but y'all know what I'm talking about if I say South. I went to Southeast, and I heard all these horrible stories about them, and they wouldn't let my mama come in the emergency room because it's COVID time.
Okay,
so I'm in there by myself.
That was a travesty.
And I'm walking around. They wouldn't let her in until they put me in the room. So I done walked around with this pulmonary embolus. Could have just dropped dead in the lobby, anything. So they had me in the bed. My little nurse, she was sweet. She's like, let me get you. I'm gonna put you right here. And she said, don't jerk. I said, I'm not for the jerk, because I want to go home, baby. It's for the freeze. The freeze was coming that night.
Well, I can honestly say ST went in the hospital around that time too, and Methodist took well good care of him. Considering he never been to nobody's nowhere.
And that Methodist is normally has a very good
So I'm a firm believer.
Service when it
just send him back there. Like even with this last situation he had, I'm like, we're going to Methodist, because not like I say, not knocking no other, because I got family members that work at St. Luke, which is awesome. Herman, which is awesome. Texas Women, which is awesome. And I'm gonna stop right there, because I ain't gonna keep naming them because some of them
well, you know what? Houston has the best.
Oh, we can't forget about Indiana.
Houston has the best healthcare. So people fly in from all over the world to come to our medical center. So Houston, we have the best medical
even center. Certain doctors, like pain doctors, they fly in for their pain management and stuff like that, because we have good doctors.
Yeah.
We really do have good doctors out here. Now sometimes
you have a situation and stuff.
It's they front. I've dealt with a really smart, good doctor, but your front end is
oh, that front end be torn up.
The front end is crappy. The reception desk.
Kiki.
Can y'all answer the phone? These people calling y'all don't answer the phone. Just that part of it. So it's a really good doctor.
It's a give and take.
That's losing people because of their front end.
Yes.
I could just say, I appreciate the clinics too, because growing up, the clinics knew me. They used to say, man, what you in here for? I say, man, check me. If I had been being bad, I wouldn't have to be up in there. But
Right.
I just knew that you could go get free, they had free condoms. Your birth control pills was cheap. Like I say, I had to go there for, because I didn't have insurance at the time. And then you get to get your free shots when your kids going back to school. Sometimes they would give out school supplies, and then they had the nutritionist there. And then if you had the STDs and you want to learn about each STD that's out there, they had the pamphlets and just so forth and so on. And I never forget trying to get TK Freen in college to get his meningitis shot. That was running, I think, $150.
Which was good.
No.
Oh.
Not for a person that don't have the money. That is horrible.
No.
So shout out to the clinic. I'm like, it got to be somebody that's, even Walmart was charging high. I was like,
because they have to have that to go to college.
They have to have that to go to college. And what I learned
They have to have what?
A meningitis shot.
All of them. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you cannot get in college if you don't have that
shot.
Baby, you would not get enrolled. You'll be accepted, but not in them. But yeah, so basically, I was like, somebody got to be giving a shout out because I needed it like ASAP. Classes started.
So what about these people that don't believe in shots and stuff like that?
Well, I guess they're not going to college.
I think they.
You have to have.
You have to have it. Like for real, I'm telling you, I just experienced. So we end up calling the clinic. I say, do y'all give meningitis shot? She was like, yes, ma'am. I say, how much is it? She say $5. I say, do I need to make an appointment? She say, no, we take walk-ins. I said, okay, I'm on my way. Oh, yes. That's why I love me some clinics. So for the people who afraid to go to the free clinic, because they just think everybody sitting up there got a little transmission and stuff like that, you better carry yourself up in there.
Right.
But
well, my situation is different because, I mean, the school didn't teach me that, what I was saying about having the insurance. But once I got to be an entrepreneur, I'm like, wait a minute, how am I have this baby? I ain't got no insurance. So that always in the back of my mind.
I mean, go ahead.
Always in the back of my mind. So that's what made me get a corporate job.
I'm telling you, I had a terrible experience with that too, on the baby situation.
I know they can't deny you.
They can't deny you, but they don't care about you that much.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I know for a fact because I went through some stuff not having insurance, being pregnant. That's so hard. And then you only get a choice of 2 hospitals. And then you got to pray. You got a doctor that really understands what you're going through. And then my child ended up in the NICU. So, I mean.
So you needed that extra care.
I needed the extra care. Had I was able to go to the hospital where my sister works in the NICU, and my other sister delivers the baby, I probably wouldn't be in the. I would have been. I know for a fact because my sister saved my son's life because she had to come to the hospital while I was there.
Oh God!
That's why I say I ain't finna keep naming these hospitals. But I pass by that one and I be like, oh.
But that's what make people. I mean, you want to be an entrepreneur. It looks glamorous, but at the back end, as you get older, you got to have insurance. It's just like I hate paying for it.
Yeah.
Because it go up so much, but it's like, okay, can I go through it without having it this year? But heck, what if something happened to you this year?
Okay, so I got a question for y'all, the ones who got insurance. When y'all go to the doctor just for a regular visit, pick up your medicine, whatever, what does the doctor do to y'all? I'm just trying to see if something.
Hello, Miss DJ Shay. What's your problem today?
How can I help you? What
it ain't even the doctor don't even do that.
10 minutes.
The nurse come in and talk to you.
And check your vitals.
Check your vitals. Then you put on the scale. You know, tell you your booty getting swollen. They don't say all that.
Because I'm like, you get some
what you got anything you got going on, and they at the computer, you got anything going on?
They ask you the same questions. They don't ask you no different questions whether you got insurance or not.
Okay, I was just trying to see if y'all got like some special privilege. Because I feel like I needed my $40. I'm already really got
That was your copay 40?
My copay is 40 because I don't have no insurance.
But that's not too bad.
It is bad for me because I know what's coming in my pocket. That's bad.
It's bad considering.
What kind of insurance y'all got? Sometimes I copay $135.
Well, you ain't got
Cross Blue Shield.
I had Blue Cross Blue
But see,
Shield.
here's the
It
thing.
is. No, my copay was $0.
Yeah.
No, ma'am.
Yes.
No, ma'am.
Blue
No,
Cross
I'm
Blue
saying no,
Shield
ma'am,
is
for
one
me.
of the worst insurance companies.
But
for
I
health.
love Blue Cross Blue Shield. They ain't never steered me wrong.
The
But
best one is Aetna. But
I never had
you can
Aetna.
only get Aetna insurance if you work in corporate America, because Aetna caters to companies that are on a larger scale where they can supply and get a group rate.
That
Or
makes sense.
if you're a senior citizen.
Yeah.
One or the other.
Yeah.
They don't, Aetna does
So
not.
who's number 2?
Who's number 2?
What about United Healthcare?
Oh, no, heck no. No.
I got one now that they was this Friday
No.
time. I go get it.
What?
And I'm gonna just put it out there. Obamacare, it's so confusing to me.
It is very confusing.
Like you can't
It
go
is
with
very,
nothing with that
very
one.
confusing.
Like you just
You're
die.
very limited.
Just die.
You're extremely limited. I've done that.
Trust
too.
me, you just
You are
die. I'm
very
telling you, just
limited.
die.
Yeah, because everything that you
I'm sorry,
need,
they got the
you need
they can in
medical
mind right
benefits.
now. Just
you
die.
need health benefits, you need dental, you need vision, and going through Obamacare,
You ain't getting
it is
nothing.
horrible because
Nothing.
there are, and say for instance, like we have used our same primary care physician for many years, and certain plans through Obamacare you can't get if you want to maintain your same primary care physician. You have to go with a plan that might be more expensive than you've ever paid before.
I just said it.
You know, and it is frustrating.
And this was
Mhm.
the new thing. You got co-insurance. You got co-this. You
Do
got
y'all understand what co-insurance is?
What's
No.
Let me
co-insurance?
explain it to you.
I don't understand nothing.
I'm gonna tell you. I worked in insurance for 15 years. I know exactly how that works.
Okay, live it up.
So, companies did not always used to charge co-insurance. So, what co-insurance is so you have your regular insurance, right? Your regular copay.
Yes.
So now, what co-insurance is you are assisting the insurance company in paying for your own visits.
Oh, is that why my bill was $135?
Yes.
Now what? Y'all don't allow
But
me.
you don't need
So
co-insurance. You don't need
It
co-insurance.
doesn't matter whether you need it or not. You have to pay it.
Yes.
It's mandatory. You can't. There's no
This
way
all this
around
new
it.
stuff.
It's all new. It came about within the last 10 years.
I don't think I got no co-insurance.
It's
Uh-huh.
Go look on
you
that paper.
have it. You paying it. You
Well, I
may
don't
not
know.
realize
I don't
you're
know what.
paying
I don't know what.
You need to pay closer attention to your bills. You need to pay
Yeah.
closer attention to
So what bill?
To what you receive. Your bill when you
The
get
one
your
that you
bill
don't
in
wanna
the
pay.
mail, the one that you
She
don't wanna
already
pay.
say she
Now
ain't
I pay
paying.
my copay. My copay went
Not
up
yet.
went up $5. I know because
Okay.
it went up $5.
But
I need my $5.
But look, so I'm gonna explain it to you again. So you have your insurance, you know what your premium is, right?
Yes.
And most people don't pay attention to what their premium is, but if you pay attention to what your monthly premium is, right, that you're normally paying, you have your copay for your primary care physician, then you have another copay for specialist doctors, then you have your copay for hospital visits, and you have your copay for x-rays, for exams, you have your copays for ER. There's a different copay for ER too. So where co-insurance comes in is what insurance companies discovered over the years. They get tired of paying out a lot of money.
Mhm.
So therefore that co-insurance is added on so they can get some of that money back.
So you're saying, so I'm already paying into
You
the
already paying
because
into the
I haven't got
co-insurance.
a bill outside of nothing here lately. I ain't got no
Oh,
no
but you
issue.
paying it.
I'm
You
probably,
realize
I
that
mean,
you
I'm probably
paying
paying it out my check. They take it out
Yeah,
my
you
check.
paying it.
But I mean, well, that's
You
fine
paying
if I'm
it.
if I'm paying it out
You
my
just,
check.
if you paying it out that way, you're not missing. But the co-insurance comes in heavily. So say for instance, like if you need to have a surgery, right?
Mhm.
And you go in and you have, say your surgery copay is $250, right?
Okay.
Depending on what
$150.
that surgery is, right? You're expecting to pay that certain amount, but then when you get up to the counter, that
Mhm.
person may tell you, okay, well, here's your copay. Your copay is $250,
Mhm.
but then you got to pay an extra $150 on top of that for co-insurance.
Mm. See, I don't
See,
know
that's
what
why
you
they
pay.
got me. They want to roll my ass.
Mhm.
Get this colonoscopy, and I ain't getting this colonoscopy. I ain't getting that colonoscopy.
You don't
I'm
Yeah,
scared.
you got to get
I'm
it.
not getting that colonoscopy.
You gonna need it, girl.
I ain't gonna need nothing. The devil is a lie.
You might have some polyps.
Let me tell you something. My grandma say she's 91. She ain't never had a colonoscopy.
Really?
Never.
But see, they made different. I don't
They
think
all
my
made different.
husband
Yeah,
grandmother
they
ever went
are.
to the doctor.
So really,
But our ancestors
And took
were not fed a lot of processed
Exactly.
foods like we were. So
No, they
a lot of
did eat a lot of. They ate
No,
cows, pigs.
No,
that's
not
not
processed.
processed.
That's
not
different.
processed.
That's not processed.
We
Processed
talking
foods
this
came
junk.
about in the 70s. So like all of us.
You talking about like
we came
McDonald's
Yeah.
and all that?
I'm not talking about just McDonald's.
I
All the
didn't
fast
eat
food
not McDonald's.
restaurants,
I just went there
all
yesterday.
the
My bad.
cereal,
We eat
everything
there every
that's in
day.
the grocery stores. Look in the, okay, when y'all go to the grocery store next time, I'm serious. Pay attention to what you purchase.
Bioengineered.
A lot of stuff contains bioengineered ingredients.
Okay, but when
especially
we
a lot
was
of the
kids, we
cereal.
was eating
were
vegetables
eating it.
and stuff.
Because
We
yes,
were eating it.
We was eating canned goods because we ain't eat no fresh vegetables until they
Canned
started
goods
talking
have
about.
preservatives.
I might need to go back to canned goods because that's probably why I'm still living today. Because soon as I went in the freezer and started getting this frozen vegetables, then my health went down. I'm going back to
But
canned goods.
canned goods still have bioengineered ingredients because of the preservatives. When you are fixing your vegetables from canned foods, pour it in a strainer. You need to rinse that stuff off. Don't just pour it in a pot and start cooking it.
Really, we put it in
Yes.
the pot. That's why we
No,
live
ma'am.
it.
this is the
No,
different
ma'am.
life.
No,
the
it's different.
the
It's
poke
different.
beans.
I ain't washing my poker beans. I'm not washing my poker beans.
So look, Riri say, I have Blue Cross Blue Shield now. My copay is $50, and right now the doctor I have is amazing. One of the best doctors I've had. She can do things in the office. The most doctors can only do
In an outpatient center.
center.
Okay, that's good. That's
And right
good.
now I'm going through something that requires hospital or outpatient, but she's doing it in office.
Okay.
So
That's great.
That's great that people got
what's that supposed
insurance.
to be? So
We need to figure out how the hairstylists can get some
something
insurance.
insurance do have
so having insurance do
have its advantages versus
the clinics.
however
Some
some
clinics
clinics have
have
saved.
But I ain't
Okay.
never had no insurance, so I don't know. The clinic saved my life. Shout out to
That's
all
great.
the clinics: Third Ward, South Park, Northside, McGregor Clinic. I don't went to all of them, baby. On Metro.
Hey Nate
I
say
have some good
insurance.
information for y'all this morning.
Let me just read these and then we'll let you go in. Insurance booth, they give estimated costs based on what your company negotiated
Yes.
percent they pay. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know that.
Oh, that's for the people who work.
They get insurance. And Riri say colonoscopy is a breeze. You will be sleeping when you're done. You wake up in the waiting room and
And you
feel
good to go, yeah. You feel cleansed.
So I'll
I
tell you
know. I've been
advantage.
with a bunch of people to their
Yeah.
colonoscopies.
Mhm.
I know I got to fart real hard before I leave.
Girl, shut
You
up.
Whatever all that.
They
You
gonna
say
bust
you-
the blood vessel.
Oh, Lord.
They say that you feel nothing apparatus like nothing there.
You gotta make sure you let it all out. Just be like, doctor, did you
I
hear that?
don't do
Did you hear
nothing
that?
with my booty hole but boo boo.
Okay,
So why
okay.
Exit only.
They don't-
Exit only.
They got a little swimming thing that go up in there.
You had one?
I had a colonoscopy.
A colon what?
Moloscopy.
Moloscopy.
I had one.
I've been just doing
And
research.
the clinic sent me too. I think I'm gonna go back to that clinic because they sent me and the doctor worked on me and I was good.
So y'all want to know an advantage, a big advantage. You know what company you work for, or have worked for, being in corporate America, is having on the job insurance. Is if you're offered, say, a HSA, which is a health savings account,
I have that.
and or a flexible spending account. So
These
there's a
rich
difference.
helpers, they just
But there's
burst
a
my
difference
groove.
between the two. Okay, so a flexible spending account, your company basically will match what you're putting into that flexible spending account up to 6%. Most companies is only up to 6%. Beyond that, they ain't matching nothing.
I need
Now,
a GoFundMe account because these rich heifers
But a
over here.
flexible spending account, you have to use all of your funds in that account by the 15th of March the following calendar year. A health spending account or HSA account is more of a savings account. Your company is still matching it, okay? But that's more of a savings account that you can use at will and it doesn't expire. So if you don't use it by the 15th of March the following calendar year and you still have funds available, you're going to still have that money. You can use it for, say, Band-Aids. You can go to the store, you can strictly only buy things from the pharmacy department, or you can go on like Amazon or other type of stores, but you can only use it for medical supplies. That's it.
But the sad thing about it is people who don't have insurance, we can't flex. If they say our medicine, if they say my medicine is $100, I have to pay $100, and then they give you this little card at Walgreens or Walmart talking about 10% off. Then it be $99.
Nothing. Nothing.
And I just said you pay it's $100, I pay $99.
And
I don't like that.
The flex because I had to pay out of pocket with my stuff. But then when I started doing the flex, it really do have, especially since I take so much medicine now. So it's like, and some of this stuff is expensive.
It is. That's what imagine a hairstylist with nothing. I got to go scrub some hairs.
Flex for you.
You will, friend. I'm gonna let you know the next time.
Entrepreneurs. So do y'all know of one of the best, I would say, out of pocket vision insurance companies that you can get on your own?
My eyes blurry right now. I don't know.
iMed is one of the best.
So how I get iMed with no insurance right now?
That's the insurance company. That's vision insurance.
You gonna sign me up for it? I really need to go to the eye doctor right now.
iMed, go to imed.com. Go to that website. The best plan, the highest that you'll pay out of pocket every month is $60. It's the best.
Oh Lord, I need a GoFundMe.
That's high.
It is high. However, it has some of the best benefits when you go and get your eyes checked. They give you the same benefits that you would have in corporate America. I know I've done it multiple times. And
but then you have to pay for your glasses separate.
So iMed still offers you they still offer you what is it called? An allowance. An annual allowance for frames, for the subscription. They do still offer.
But I'm serious, y'all. I'm always acting up. But for real, I need some eye insurance today.
imed.com.
For real.
Like EYEMED.com. That's the website, y'all. If you need vision insurance, go to that. Either that or Davis Vision is another good one. But iMed is actually better than Davis.
No, I don't know. I know my eyes been blurry a lot, and I know I need them checked because it's blood pressures.
So I need to give y'all this information, okay? I'm gonna have to put my little reading glasses on, y'all, okay? I can't see without.
She gonna have us see your sisters. Look at her. Look at her. I wear mine all the time.
So y'all, we gonna get into this topic, okay? It's called advocating for your loved one in the hospital. Take notes, y'all, because this is a lot of good information, okay? So I had to print this out because it's a lot, but I'm gonna go through it in stages, okay? So I want to talk about something that doesn't get discussed enough: advocating for your loved one in the hospital, okay? Let me say this clearly: advocating is not difficult. It's being responsible, very, very responsible. Hospitals are fast-moving systems. Things happen quickly. I'm a living witness to that. And when someone you love is in that bed, they may not have the strength, clarity, or energy to question what's happening. That's when your voice matters the absolute most. It is so critical. So the emotional reality of being in the hospital with your loved one. When someone is hospitalized, they're extremely vulnerable. They're in pain. They're exhausted. There are shift changes with the nurses, with the charge nurses, the PCAs that come in. You have so many people that are coming in and out of that hospital room. You don't know who's who, so you do need to question. So there's new doctors rotating in. medications being added, labs being drawn, and the patient, they're extremely overwhelmed. So your voice, I cannot stress this enough. Your voice matters so much. Um, what I realized, and this was not my first rodeo, okay, but this recent visit just opened up my eyes. And when I say opened up my eyes, I don't mean physically my eyes. It opened up my mind. It opened up my heart to be able to receive the message that God was giving to me while in there. So the hospital staff has dozens of patients. You only have one. Your loved one, if you are staying there with them, your loved one is your patient too. You have to become the nurse for them when the nurses are not in the room. Your level of attention will always be higher, much higher than the nurses and the doctors, because you know this person. The nurses and the doctors don't. Your loved one is basically like a number to them. And so it's not disrespectful, it's love. So ask better questions. If you don't ask questions when you go in the hospital with your loved one, you need to start.
Well, how you know what questions to ask? Because you only going through
I'm about to tell you what questions you need to ask. So one of the most powerful things you can do is ask better questions. Instead of just nodding and agreeing to what the nurses and the doctors are telling you, you ask, what is this medication for?
Mm-hmm.
What are the side effects?
Mm-hmm.
What happens if we don't give this right now? Is there an alternative? What labs support this decision? Asking questions is not accusing someone of being wrong, it's asking for clarity, and clarity protects people. It protects you and it protects your loved one. So document and perception. Document everything. Take pictures, make your own notes. I take pictures of that board that the nurses and the doctors write on. Take pictures of it every day, every shift change. You take pictures of it because you're not going to remember every single thing that's up there. When those doctors and nurses are going through their shift changes, you need to make sure they put the correct date up there. Make sure they put the correct nurse's name, the correct PCA's name. If anybody else is assisting them, you need to make sure they put that information up there, the doctor's name, the medications. Make sure they put all that information on that board. And if you didn't catch it the first time, make them repeat. There's nothing wrong with you asking them that. Just ask them to repeat it so that you're clear on exactly what your loved one is taking. So here's something most people don't realize. Documentation in healthcare is extremely powerful. Once something is written in a chart, it can shape how every future provider views that patient. And what I mean by chart, their medical record. The chart, the notes that the nurses are typing in as they're asking that patient, your loved one, what's your pain level? How is this medication affecting you? What you tell them and what they type in, I guarantee you might be two different things.
Okay, so where's the medical chart located?
It's right in front of you. So when the nurses are in that room and they have that screen in front of them that they're rolling into that room, right? So that's their chart. Okay. That they're typing all the information into, right? So say for instance, if your loved one is in that hospital bed, you're sitting next to them, lying next to them or whatever, if it's early in the morning, you're distorted, the patient is distorted. You don't know what medication they might have been given overnight if you knocked out, right? Because if you've taken something, you want to be out of it because you're tired too, you're exhausted, it's stressful for everybody involved, right? So you want to make sure that what your loved one is telling them, if your loved one says, well, my head hurts, or I'm not feeling well, or this medication is making me sick, well, that nurse may say in their notes, patient is refusing this medication. That's not what the patient said. You understand what I'm saying? You have to advocate for your loved one while they're in there. So
how do you know what medicine makes you sick?
Trial and error. Everybody is a test subject, basically. So words matter, tones matter, labels matter, all that matters. If something sounds misleading or incomplete, it's okay to ask, can you clarify how that's being documented, which is what I just said. because documentation shapes perception, and perception can influence the treatment of this patient, right? So pay attention to patterns. If symptoms start after a medication, notate that. If alarms are going off on their machine, blood pressure machine, the IV machine, the machine with the saline pack, all of that. If those machines start going off, you need to notate how long they're going off before a nurse comes back in that room to check on that patient, right? So if something feels off, notice that. And if needed, escalate calmly. You can say, I'd like to speak with the charge nurse. Can we reassess before continuing? Can we pause and review this plan? You can be respectful and firm at the same time. Trust me. Bias and human system. We also have to acknowledge something uncomfortable. Healthcare providers are human, and humans carry unconscious bias. Appearance, tone, assumptions, these things can influence interpretation. That doesn't mean every provider is malicious. It means systems are human, and that's why advocacy matters.
I like that.
So every patient deserves to be seen as a whole person, not a narrative. If you ever find yourself sitting in that hospital chair overnight, exhausted, watching monitors and listening to machines, remember this: you are not too much. You are not overreacting. You are not difficult. You are protecting someone who may not be able to protect themselves in that moment. Advocacy is not aggression, it's love in action. Remember that, y'all. And sometimes the most powerful word in a hospital room is wait. Pause. That pause can change absolutely everything. If your loved one is in a hospital bed, you are not a visitor. You are part of the care team. Ask questions, watch patterns, stay present, because systems move fast and love moves intentionally. Advocacy isn't loud, it's steady, and steady saves people. So,
That was the last page.
so with that being said, I cannot stress enough, especially for us, because our race as a whole, we tend to take our relatives to the hospital
And leave them.
and leave them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't do that.
I got to
Not
piggyback on
us.
you.
No, not my family, but I'm saying in general.
No, I leave because I gotta go to work.
Well, this is okay.
I leave every few days, but I'm there. I do my best to be there, to be present every single night, even if I can't be there 24/7. I'm like, call me if you have questions. Call me if you're not sure about what they're trying to give you, because what I've experienced is sometimes they tend to come in the room after you leave.
Well, this is what's
You're a
happening.
great person.
This what has happened in my family throughout the years. My mother was the advocate, and she did not play, because my mother left the hospital with 2 family members twice. They had been up there the whole time those people was in there. They left twice just for a minute, maybe to go home and shower. And do you know, both times the people died when they left.
That's what I'm talking
So
about.
in my family, we don't play that.
Yeah.
Somebody has, we take turns.
We do a
It's like
rotation.
clockwork. If you need to leave, somebody else got to come.
Yeah.
So I think every family should have that.
Yeah.
You need somebody has
But
got
every
to be
family
there.
doesn't have enough people.
People. Now we
to
have
do
a
that.
and sometimes you can't. But if you
Yeah.
have a big family, if
Yeah.
you have a circle of friends,
Everybody
that you can count
busy.
on. I know.
Yeah.
But
Everybody busy.
but
I
when
don't
somebody
know.
in the hospital, sometimes things
Yeah.
have to stop.
And
Because
then
I
you
had to leave my husband, and I just had to pray that he was in good hands.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Because
That's
everybody
in some-
busy.
In certain cases, you got to be there.
And you got to pay attention to the nurses and the doctors, because some of them are looking at a paycheck now.
Yes.
Yes.
And then you
Very
have
much
you have some
Yes.
people that really love their job too.
Yes.
Like my
Yes.
2 sisters.
Yeah.
And my sister.
But they're very few and far between
Yeah.
nowadays.
Because when Daddy
Yeah.
went in,
Because it's not like the old days.
No.
Yeah,
There's
when
so
Daddy-
many out there now.
when my dad went in and they took him up to the ICU, and they cold ballooing.
Mhm.
And hospitals is ugly.
Mhm.
They'll push you out real quick. Daddy wasn't dying, so they say he had to go. He had to go somewhere else because he ain't kicking the bucket.
Mhm.
But
Yes, that part is
that
so
respiratory
true. Yes.
lady, baby, she was in there working. You could tell she loved her job. Her
You
nurse.
know who love their job.
Oh, I done gave back. It was 3-4 nurses that he always had. You knew they loved their job. Then you get that one that didn't like it.
Yeah.
You get that one that comes in, or a few that come in there with an
But you had that one that come in behind that one that don't like it, that like their job. I'm just checking to see if y'all like it.
Yeah, that's how when ST went to the doctor, he had one, and I knew I couldn't be up there, and I was like, "You gonna watch it from?" She said, "I got you, Miss Kelly. Just it's gonna be all right." But the good thing about him, no matter how bad he was stapled up, cut up, he be like, "What you putting in me now? What's that for?" Every time, well, why you got to do that and why that's going on? You know, we very talkative, no matter how sick we are.
But this also goes toward babies also. When the nurses
they have no voice
when the nurses see that this baby ain't got no family to check on him, this baby just in here. Do you think they gonna give that baby more attention than the baby that got their whole family coming in and out?
No, that's why my sister saved my baby life.
What about the elders that are in there alone? They have no one in there.
So it's the same.
Advocate. It's the same for elders and babies.
So even if you can't be there all the time, you got to be present. You got to let them know that somebody cares about this patient, and we're gonna check on them.
I was waking up from having my ankle surgery, and I could hear this baby. I got this lady in my face, my nurse. You know, you have your own personal nurse when you. So she in my face. How you feeling? I'm gonna give you. Hey, I say, hey, that baby crying. Go check on that baby. She said, the baby all right. I said, no. This baby is crying. Go check on that baby. I'm okay.
What hospital you was in that had the babies?
I was at Memorial. I was in the medical center, Memorial Herman. That particular time, and the baby was crying. The baby was just, "How the baby go check on this baby? That baby's sick.
That baby might have been a visitor.
She said no, because I was in recovery. I was in recovery.
Okay.
And she say, when they wake up from anesthesia, a lot of time they wake up crying real bad. That. So I said, okay. And she said, I'm gonna give you something. I said, okay, then you go check on that baby.
So what I also learned too.
And one other thing, y'all, this is critical too. Watch your belongings. Watch your belongings.
I've heard about those stories.
Well, I don't really take that, but we just go with drawers and socks on.
Not you.
Oh, drawers and socks. He just going with drawers and socks.
They stole my cousin Gucci slippers.
Now we're not going to the hospital like this. We're going to Dollar Tree. We got to go to Dollar Tree. Y'all rich. But what I was going to say, back to with my son, when I had my son, they just automatically said, we have to talk to you. Because I never heard him cry. They automatically took him to the NICU. And they was like, when I went to the NICU, I'm crying. I'm asking he's going to be okay. The doctor just left. And then the nurse who came up, she looked like she was new and scared. And they say, well, we're going to call you to the back. We have to talk to you first about what's going on. So basically, they wanted me to sign some papers saying that if he died, then yada, 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 these are the steps you have to take, right? Because you got to have a funeral because he's born, right? So they went out into that, and I'm just hysterical crying. I cried so hard, I was like, please let me call my sister. So I called my sister, and I was like, they trying to make me sign some papers, yada, yada, yada. And she was like, hell no, hold on. I'm coming down there because she works 7P, 7A. She said, I'm coming down there. My sister came to the hospital, scrubbed down. And she told the nurse, she said, first of all, why y'all got this small tube in him? He needs a big tube. This too small. That's why it's lungs. That's why he can't breathe. I'm going to switch it out. She switched out, put the big one in there. He started breathing, and that's why my son here today. Okay. Then the girl was scared to get an IV because he was so small. She was scared to put the IV. She said, can you do the IV for me too? Well, why is you working? Had I would have known, I'm like, yeah, y'all just fire her today. Like, God dog it. Like, so that's why I say my baby's a miracle baby, and I thank God for him every day. But I already know bad things. I feel like when we left my daddy was in there acting silly, like he always be. I hold his hand, and when I went home and came back, they talking about he died.
Yes,
and he wasn't trying to die. He said he's gonna live till he can live. Shoot.
Well, that's why we talking about healthcare, because
Absolutely.
it's so many stories. I mean, we could probably go on for days about
Yeah,
this.
we make sure as somebody that every day with your person.
Yeah.
Please make sure, and make sure, please, your loved one laying in their bed cannot always pay attention to the nurses coming in that are giving them an IV,
Yes.
that's trying to draw blood from them. Make sure that nurse knows what they're doing, because there's so many nurses out there that claim to be a charge nurse and they still don't know what in the hell they doing. I mean, for real. Because like in my husband, he has rolling veins. They have to get a vein finder. They need to get a vein finder. If you have a loved one laying in their hospital bed and that nurse is trying too hard to find that vein, tell them, demand a charge nurse to come in and get a vein finder, or what they call the superficial vein finder, which is just, surface so they can see.
So I got a question. But is that in his records?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, because I know I got stuff in my records too right now.
But it doesn't matter. This is the key thing that I'm talking about. There are things that may be in your record, that may be in your loved one's record. These nurses are not taking the time to
read it. Okay.
So therefore, when they come in the room, instead of them taking the time to learn everything about that patient before they come in the room, they come in, hi, how are you doing? What are you here for? And it's like, did you not read the chart?
Yeah.
Did you not read the? Why are you
asking? We wearing glasses today.
Why are you asking? I can't see out
of
these.
Put them on.
Okay, these my shades. These my prescriptive shades. Okay.
Well, wear them because we wearing glasses today.
So look, I wear my sunglasses. Okay, yeah. Okay, see, I can. But okay, so like on a serious note, like literally, if your loved one is laying in that bed and that nurse is constantly, wiggling, like there's been moments where I've had to cuss a nurse out, like, you need to get the fuck out of here. You need to go find somebody that know what they're doing, because you're not going to keep poking my spouse like this. You're not going to keep doing that at all.
Okay, because I know you had to only do mine on my left side.
Yeah,
so and I told the guy, I said, you're not gonna get nothing going on over her. Yeah. And he put that thing right there, and that blood said, and he left me with the blood just going everywhere. And I'm just sitting at the table like, and then the girl came in and she said, what are you doing? You can't just leave.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Baby, I done been through some stuff. That's what happened when you don't have no insurance. Yeah, that's what happened when you don't have no insurance.
It don't matter whether you have insurance or not.
But no, it don't. But I get treated like real bad though. Like real bad.
Which is real bad.
It's real bad.
That's real bad.
They get the clipping stuff on you. Like, well, what you cut that for? We just see it.
So Karen wanted me to talk about mental patients.
Oh, that's a whole other topic.
Yeah, we gotta do that.
We ain't got but 5
we don't
minutes.
have all the time to talk about that. However,
we'll talk about mental
touch on it just a little bit.
Yeah.
Mental health patients that are in the hospital is even more critical. They definitely need somebody there with them 24/7. Just having the so-called supposed to be on-call nurse to sit outside the room might not be enough, because I've witnessed somebody supposed to be outside of their room watching them, and they on their cell phones, they having a whole conversation. It's different. Like when you have someone in the hospital, you start to pay attention to other things that's going on around you and how they're treating other patients. I mean, I've heard patients next door to us hollering, help, somebody come help me. I need somebody to come in here.
Miss T say, write the information on the board. Yeah, she has rolling veins too, and you got to have a finder. And I think that's what we're gonna have to figure out STs, because ST just gets swollen up, and he was just like, y'all got to keep putting it in the same place. He said, can y'all change it? Yeah. So that's what he was going through too. So he must have a problem with his veins.
Yeah. And there's medication.
And then you don't know how do you know if you have rolling veins? Like with him, I don't know. I know that's my husband. I don't know.
It's hard to know that on your own.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have to have a real professional nurse that knows exactly what they're doing to be able to tell you that you have rolling veins. And I've noticed it, seeing it on the ultrasound. Mm-hmm. On the ultrasound one that they use, you could see the veins moving, even as they're trying to put that IV in and stick that needle in.
And they be
You can
fishing.
see it on
They
the
be fishing
screen.
trying to
So
catch
like
it.
your actual vein is a black hole
Okay.
on that screen. And the needle comes in looking
You
kind
probably
of
miss your college.
Yeah.
I think you need to be an advocate for
They always
calling
telling
you.
people they missing their
Yeah,
college. They
because-
told me I miss my college too, but
Yeah,
I
I've
think
been
I'm
through
doing
this.
it.
No, because
Like,
but
I've
I
been
think
through this
people like
enough.
y'all, for real,
Yeah.
need to just go worldwide and be advocates. Like just walk through. I'm advocating for the people that's in the hospital. Like it's like, because trust me, somebody gonna do
But
it.
you know, I did have one good while I was in there with the pulmonary embolism, and they rolled me in there, and
Mhm.
it scared the crap out of me because everybody was on ventilators and stuff. And then these two little snow bunnies came in and said, "Oh, we got to give you a sponge bath."
And you got excited.
Look,
And I
look,
said,
I'm
"Okay."
telling y'all,
And they just start pulling my
pay
clothes off and stuff.
attention. I cannot stress this enough, listeners. I cannot stress this enough.
True story.
Pay
True story.
very, very, very close attention to the attending physician, to the doctors that are coming in from various teams, because they come in groups. So pay attention.
Yeah,
to
you got
what they are
7P,
telling
7A, 11-3. I know the hours,
you.
baby.
You got all of that.
Yeah.
They come in groups, so you need to pay close attention to who's coming in, when they're coming in, and what they're telling you. If they tell you that your condition is getting worse since you've been in there, keyword, since you've been in there, not prior to, since you've been in there, that means that they obviously are administering something to you to induce it. So you need to pay attention.
That makes sense. That makes
Yes.
sense. And you know, when you talk about these groups coming in the room, I actually was in a room and the doctor came with a group. And so you looking like, oh, okay.
No, when you don't got no insurance, they come in and they be saying, Shay, we got 7
Insurance
people want
or
to come
not.
in and watch.
Insurance
Do
or
you
not,
mind?
they still do
This
the
is
same
insurance.
thing.
This has nothing to do with
It ain't got nothing to
When
do
I
with
just
us.
didn't watch, I feel they was learning.
No.
Okay. So when
Insurance
they
or not,
come in
still
the
do same
room
thing.
and you about to give somebody the most shocking news of their life,
Mhm.
and you got a group of 10 just sitting there listening. Okay, so what you gonna say?
That's how they did me.
Oh,
When I was in the ICU.
this how they did it. Oh, ma'am, you have about 3 months to do whatever you want to do. Yes, you have about 3 months to do whatever. You just gave me a death sentence and you smiling. And you got the team behind
they say
you.
it with a
The
smile on their
etiquette,
face.
the etiquette of the hospital is
Bedside
unmatched.
manners are gone.
Well, I can say mine was a little different because they
No,
had
I'm
me.
glad.
I got there from 9 a.m., 4 p.m. I'm in the room.
Wait,
10
that's
of
a long time.
10 of them ready. That's how long it took them to figure this out.
Mm.
And they, I know they get a lot. One lady was, I've been throwing up. Okay, you throwing up, but girl, get a throw up thing down on that there somewhere.
What did you
And
know?
I said, and I told the nurse, I said, I'm probably the sickest one in here. And she said, you probably is, because the ones come in acting a fool and you just sitting here just letting us
calm.
do. Just letting us do. Because I want to go home. I want y'all to be efficient and let me go home. But
Yes.
then, boom, I'm in my room. They let mama come in finally. 10 of them bust in there. One of them was the nurse practitioner that told me, oh, you probably just have vertigo.
Oh,
And I'm
Lord.
going to send you home. So he was really, they wasn't smiling. All of them was scared.
And
to death.
I
They had
find
to
out
sweat.
what vertigo mean. That's your ears and dizzy. That ain't got nothing with the pleural
They
area.
all look scared to death, and the ER doctor on stage, he say, "Ma'am, we can't let you go. You can't get out this bed. You have a pulmonary embolism." I see Mama go, and I say, "Chill out, little lady. Chill out. You ain't helping me right now. We gotta do what we gotta do because you gotta go home, and I gotta stay in here, obviously, because we gotta get rid of this thing." But they all had
Well, that was good.
The
They
scary
took
face thing.
they took you serious. But sometimes they don't.
Now my
take
nurse
you
was
serious.
cooler than a fan. That was my dog. We became friends. She was like, what you want?
But that's amazing when you build these relationships, then the care changes.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
mean,
I
she
know
was
I was
caring
in a
from the
hospital
beginning.
and
When I got up from the beginning, she was caring from the beginning.
I know one time I went in the hospital and I had the flu, and I remember my auntie passing away from pneumonia, And I went, I was like, oh, don't let me die. My auntie died from pneumonia. Please save me. Don't let me die. I don't want to die today. I want to live. They was like, we got you, Miss Kelly. I was like, please, I don't want to die. They say, you're not going to die, baby. And y'all think I'm playing. I'm so dead serious. But I'm here today. Thank you, Mentor.
I love it.
Well,
Well,
just pay close attention, y'all. Like it really means a lot for the person laying in the bed and for you being next to them and caring for your loved one. Like you said, if you have a big enough family and you can't alternate and rotate, please, by all means, do so. Especially for us. It doesn't matter what race it is, but us in particular, we have a major issue with dropping our family members off.
And even if it's having a baby, but people are dying left and right having babies. So even if they having a baby, somebody needs to be there.
Yeah, I told y'all what happened to me when my mama had me. Okay, they gave me to a white lady. And gave my mom a little bald-headed white baby boy.
No, and I, you know, after you told that story, I found out about my mama. They asked her, did I belong to her?
Girl,
and she was like, what you mean?
I feel like they tried to steal me from the hospital. If it wasn't for my father being there, like witnessing me being born. You know what I'm saying? He was able to go and advocate for my mother and say, that's my child right there. That's my daughter. I don't have a son. I have a daughter.
Oh, my goodness.
Baby, I was so bright. Somebody came to her and told her,
I was
put me in the sun.
I
was going to put her in the sun. You're going to put her in the sun because she too bright.
All right, we got about 3 minutes. AI, you got something today, AI?
Come on,
well, I really, since we're talking about healthcare, I would say use Google. I'm sorry. I go back and forth because you know Google got AI now. So sometimes, so sometimes I use them all. So look, I get confused with doggone self. So sometimes you like I know these people. Hey, you go to Google and you think you about to die once you start Googling all your symptoms.
Oh, you sure do. That's me.
So you can still use AI to ask different questions because sometimes I actually like to see, okay, tell me what the picture look like of some kind of rash. You know, I like that.
Oh yeah, you can see what herpes look like too on Google and everything.
Oh wow.
But them people got to know
They posting
I'm just talking about like eczema.
Some people post
No, all sexual transmitted disease. If you Google them, it'll give you a picture. You got to tell them
we talking about AI.
Oh yeah, AI. We went to the hospital earlier.
Okay, just stay on top of AI, guys. Just stay. Whatever you need to ask AI, just ask AI.
All right, y'all make sure y'all advocate for y'all people while they're in the
Absolutely.
hospital.
Advocate and call charge.
Y'all.
Text charge, email or Facebook.
No, don't text me, y'all. I'm not giving everybody my phone number. Y'all better message me.
Message us if you have questions.
Send it on our Facebook group, on our Instagram. If you have any questions or charge, we are always in the chat, so we would definitely love to
show you how to advocate.
So what I will do, everybody,
with your non-profit thing.
Yes, what I will do is I will post what I read off today, just in case you don't remember. I will put it in our group. Okay, on Facebook. So look for it there. It will be in our Facebook group. So everybody can, revert back to the information that I read off to you today so that you can have something to go by because this is so critical. Everybody. Okay. Love y'all.
This is a great show.
Thanks for tuning in to us.
Love y'all.
Bye-bye.